Hello guys. Well, it's pretty late now. Like it's actually not that late, but it's 11 something I guess, or almost 11. And normally I wouldn't like be out, by now because I tend to wake up early and oh gosh. Okay, it's like I tend to wake up early and I'm not so used to going out that late. But okay, it's okay. Here it's safe, I guess. But I couldn't like wait to do it till tomorrow. I mean, I couldn't wait till tomorrow to do it because I'm just pretty excited about it and I wanted to record it as soon as possible. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm a little shadowed, but I guess the important part is the message, not the video, the visual stuff. But anyway, basically, I recorded a video like 2-3 days ago, I'm not sure, and I'm pretty glad because when you get excited about something and it's not that I can't stop thinking about it, but basically something that I get happy about when I'm thinking about it. Anyway, and basically, as you guys know, I'm recording this because I'm trying to keep track of my evolution in French, and I want to share with you guys, but also with my future self, the steps I took, because I didn't do it with English or with I did it neither with English nor with Italian, and I kind of regret it a little. So now I'm doing it because, well, it will be really nice to keep track of it in the future. But now I basically, this specific video is to say the following thing. I finally started uh, getting a little out of Duolingo, because before it was my main source of learning French. So all the words I knew, I had learned there, and oh gosh, and basically everything I knew, I had seen there. And I guess that actually that's what I believe. Duolingo is one of the best ways to start learning a language. But after some point, you gotta move on and find other sources. Like, it doesn't mean that I will stop. Much on the contrary, I will keep doing it every day because it keeps me consistent. But I'm, I will start not only using it as my only source of learning. I'll try to dig, YouTube, GPT, and every place I can to learn more words and learn grammar and learn stuff, you know, pronunciation and so on. So today I was practicing a little bit. I finally I watched it. I think yesterday I did it too, but today I watched a video, like a comprehensible input. It was from Easy French. It's a channel. They make interviews. They do interviews. They talk about stuff in French, and there are the subtitles in French and in English. So if you don't understand what they are saying, you can read the subtitles in French. If you don't understand the subtitles in French, you can read the subtitles in English. So I mean, you have a lot of aid. And the girls, they speak purposefully in slow French so that it will be easier for anyone who's not that used to the language to understand. And I'm really thankful for that because since I'm a baby in the language, it really helped me. And they were talking about petit déjeuner. I don't even know how to pronounce it really well, but it's like breakfast, petit déjeuner, something like that. I would say that it's like a little breakfast, like a little break in your fast, but I'm not sure. And it was nice. Basically, to be honest, I didn't really watch it actively. I didn't take notes. I was just paying attention. Sometimes I would go back like 10 seconds to hear something again. And it was more about internalizing a little bit more some words that I already knew and maybe learning a little bit in a passive way some new words. But that's it. And I'm happy I could understand most of it, even though I'm like just a baby in French. I'm no more than a toddler. And it was really nice to see that even not being anything close to advanced or intermediate, I could understand stuff. That made me really happy. But anyway, so this was my first practice. I got out of Duo. I did my Duo, of course, my Duolingo, but I also watched this video. And tonight, after I came back from work, I was studying a little bit how to make questions in French, because I know that each language has its own way to create questions. So, for example, in Portuguese, normally we just change the intonation, but in English, we gotta change the structure, right? So we gotta add the auxiliary verb, or we have to make an inversion. It's pretty different from Portuguese, and I know it pretty well because my students mess it up all the time, and I have to correct them and help them. So I know how making questions can be a little tricky how depending on like whether you are used to it or not. So I was curious to understand how this logic worked in French, and I was searching for it, and I saw a video. A girl, like a woman, was talking about how to make questions using where, which is u, like OU, and there's like an accent to the left side of the U, you know, and it's u, and it means where. And she was teaching how to make some questions, like teaching some logics, and I understood it, but I wanted more clarification on the topic, so I looked it up on GPT, and it helped me to internalize, you know, the rest of the information. And according to what I saw, there are three main ways of making questions. There are more, but like there are three common ways to do it. One is more casual, the other one is a little bit neutral, and the other one is a little bit more formal, and you have to make an inversion. So for example, I'll try guys. You know I'm a beginner, but for example, if I wanna say, where do you travel? I can say, tu travailles où? Like, you work where? I can also say, où est-ce que tu travailles? That is like, where is it that you work? And this ask, I don't even know the pronunciation, but it's like EST hyphen CE space QUE, ask. This doesn't have a literal meaning, it's just something they put into the sentence, but it's more about, I mean, out of habit, you know, than a real logic. And to be honest, this structure was pretty easy to me, because it's the same thing in Portuguese. We say like, onde é que você trabalha, instead of onde você trabalha. Even though this é que doesn't have a real logic, it sounds natural for us to say it. And then like connecting my French to my Portuguese was an interesting way to memorize this structure. So I could say, tu travailles où? Où est-ce que tu travailles? And also there's a third way that, according to what I saw, is a little bit more formal. It's like, où travailles-tu? In which you have to invert the pronoun and the verb. Well, interesting. And I kind of got it. It seems easier. Like, now it seems pretty easier than what I had thought before. And, well, I'm excited. I was also learning some WH words like when, what, where, but I still need to internalize that a little better. And basically, what I want to say is, before, my only friend, my only aid, my only source of French was Duo, and now I'm reaching out a little more. Like, I'm stretching my how can I say that, my range a little more, you know. I'm sorry guys, to look all the time, like look around, look to the side, is because I'm a little nervous. I'm alone and it's like pretty late. So sorry. But anyway, like, now I'm how can I say that, intensifying my grasp, no, increasing my grasp of the language, my possibilities, my network, you know. So now I also have YouTube to help me, and also GPT. Well, and that's it. Well, with time, like as the time goes by, I will start learning more vocab, and I guess my French will flow pretty well. I'm really confident about it and excited. Well, guys, that was the news. And something else that I did was that I was writing some sentences in French, like random sentences, just to internalize it, not connected sentences. But I'm pretty happy, and I saw that I finally will step up the game. Jesus Christ, I'm hearing noises in the wood behind me. It's pretty frightening. Jesus Christ, thank God, protect me, please. Anyway, then like I'm excited that I will finally. Ah, no, there's someone walking down there. Thank God it's not an animal and nothing like that. Well, better this way. But I will end the video. I'm just wanna say that I'm hopeful. Step I'll start stepping up my game, my level pretty faster now. Especially due to exposure and also my studies, my independent studies, my personal studies. And I guess that my daily Duolingo section, my daily Duolingo session, plus my output, no, my input sessions practice, my inputs practice, oh gosh, my input practice, like listening and reading practice, and also trying to write a little, speak a little in French will really help me evolve in the language, and I'm pretty happy. That's it. I wanted to share it, and I'm really excited about my evolution. And I want to register everything. I want to keep track of everything. I want to record and write down like a journal, because I really want to in the future when my French is pretty good, when I'm fluent, when I'm proficient, I will be able to look back and say, oh gosh, the guy still was a stone. He didn't know a thing, but he was slowly getting the hang of it, and it will be really nice to see this evolution for the first time recorded in a more consistent way. Well, guys, thank you very much for having seen this video, for having participated of it. Well, I hope I will continue posting. If you wanna follow this adventure, this path, this journey I'm having, feel free. This channel is ours, so feel free to leave a comment below, tell what you think, if you're also going through a similar experience, if you have tips for me, or if you want to ask me some tips. That's it. Thanks for watching it. And I didn't say my name again because I'm like, it's almost as if you guys knew me, but not necessarily. This is the fourth video, I think, of this series. My name is Nicolas Ravi. I'm Brazilian. I'm a teacher, English teacher, and now also Italian teacher. And who knows, maybe in the future I'm also gonna be a French teacher. Guys, thank you very much. Au revoir, à bientôt. Merci beaucoup.